Starting School by Janet and Allan Ahlberg. The first day. The children wait in the playground with their mums and dads and brothers and sisters and a puppy. The bell rings. Gavin and Errol and Sophie and Shushma and David and Kate and Robert and Alison go into school and meet their teacher. They hang their hats and coats in the cloakroom, have a look at the toilets and go into the classroom. They sit on the mat with the rest of their class. The teacher calls a register and collects the dinner money. She shows the children around the classroom and the parents too. In the classroom, there are tables, chairs, drawers for the children to keep their things in. There is a book corner, an interest table, a home corner, a box of dressing up clothes, a baby rabbit in a rabbit hutch. During the morning, Errol and Gavin and Sophie and Shushma and David and Kate and Robert and Alison get used to the classroom, and the rabbit gets used to them. At playtime, they go out to play. At dinner time, they eat their dinners. In the afternoon, they draw pictures, go out to play again and have singing in the hall. At the end of the day, they tidy up and have a story on the mat, put on their hats and coats and go home. The second day, the next day, Gavin and Errol and Sophie and Shushma and David and Kate and Robert and Alison go to school again. In the morning, they do a picture and some writing in their new books. After that, they have music and movement in the hall. Errol's mum plays the piano. At playtime, Robert loses his hat and Alison finds it. Errol bangs his knee and the teacher rubs it better. Gavin and Shushma and David climb on the climbing frame. Kate thinks about climbing. In the afternoon, the children make some models. They show them to their teacher and have a story on the mat and go home. The first week. As the days go by, the children get more used to the school. On Wednesday, they go into the hall for assembly. They listen to the singing and say a prayer. They watch some older children do a play. On Thursday, they start learning to read. Gavin can read already. He brings his book from home to show the teacher. Errol brings his tooth to show the teacher it came out in the night. On Friday, they go swimming in the school pool. The water is warm and not deep. Robert and Shushma and Kate jump up and down. David and Sophie walk in down the steps. Errol thinks about walking in. In the afternoon, Kate and Shushma and David do cooking with David's mum. They make 12 little cakes and 3 big cakes and a mess. Time goes by. The next week, Gavin and Errol and Sophie and Shushma and David and Kate and Robert and Alison choose a name for the rabbit. They draw rabbit pictures, make rabbit models, bake rabbit biscuits, have rabbit stories on the mat and do lots more rabbit things besides. The week after that, the children have their photographs taken. And the week after that, Gavin loses a glove and Alison learns to swim. Sophie reads a book and Shushma shows her sari and diva lamp. Robert thinks about being in a Halloween play. And sometimes the children are happy and sometimes they are sad. Sometimes puzzled or sleepy or grumpy or lumpy or spotty. Sometimes the teacher is not cheerful either. The end of term. Christmas comes and in the last week of term, the infants do a play about baby Jesus. Everybody has a part and all the mums and dads come to watch. On the last day of term, the children bring cakes and crisps, sausages, sandwiches and jellies and have a party in the classroom. Then Gavin, Errol and Sophie and Shushma and Kate and David and Robert and Alison go home. And the holiday begins.